heal the body, calm the mind, elevate the life. This is the motto of this webinar, and we'll learn a lot of things how to heal our body from various pains, and what are the basic steps, what are the protocols. I will give you the holistic protocols for treating various symptoms and disease. Okay, so let us start. I welcome all the dignitaries, chief guest, Professor Chandrasekhar Khan sir, who is the not only eminent educationist but also deep thinker, researcher, and his words are soothing like balm. That's why we call them inspiring minds, empowering futures. And the most important personality of the day to whom I wish to welcome, that is Amitabh Prasad Ji, proprietor of Amitabh Training Solution Center, master trainer DUPT GUI, and internationally known personality, motivator, thinker, researcher, and still is inspiring, giving training to lot of IAS, PCS judges in India, abroad. And because of his motivation, I am here to present this topic on healthy yoga for purposeful healing and long healthy life. What yoga can do? Yoga can heal you for diabetes, constipation, piles, arthritis, hypertension, PCOS, PCOD, heart CVD, sciatica, back pain, cervical, liver, asthma, weight loss, body shaping, anxiety, depression, apnea, migraine, muscle loss, lung problem, blockage, and so on. So dear friend, next slide. We can see here, this is the authenticated research where various researchers were involved, find out the yoga as an integrated therapy for Alzheimer's patient and how Alzheimer's patient was feeling after the 12 week of yoga intervention in improving the quality of life. And also they discussed not only the yoga healed various aspects of Alzheimer's patient, rather than solved various issues of caregivers within 12 week of tailored yoga intervention. So nowadays this is not a book, rather than yoga is having a larger impact over the body, mind, and healing. And I have found that there is integrated protocol that works well in the therapeutic yoga for various purposes. Whatever the name I have discussed, I have protocol for all of them. For example, I have the protocol for diabetes, I have protocol for the constipation. That is called as the tailored yoga intervention. Piles, arthritis, hypertension, PCOS, PCOD, heart, CVD, sciatica, back pain, cervical, liver, asthma, up to blockage. People here believe only on the medicines. No. There is a complete protocol I can show you that works well in various problems. For example, if I'm talking about the problem of obesity, then we have to understand the complete aspects, including neurobiological mechanism, socioeconomic aspects, heredity, endocrine factor, faulty metabolism, psychological factor, water retention problem. Then we can develop a protocol that is called as the yogic management of obesity. And the protocol starts from the Om chanting prayer, then Sodhana Kriya, because suddenly you cannot go for the yoga. Yoga is not a kind of food that you just jump on the food, okay? So starting with the prayer and then Sodhana Kriya, Surya Namaskar, then start from the simple yogasanas to difficult one, and then last pranayam, and then the end with the yoga nidra, and the last is meditation, and with the yam niyam of taking the diet, keeping the exercises, taking the words and translating the words. So all this is the information basically what I will discuss today, that is important for the listeners, because too much long video we cannot produce here. Of course we have a large number of slides, but we will try to cover many aspects in very short time. So we are going to discuss today the pillar of yogic practice, that is the core triad, benefit of yoga, and what are the health, what are the mechanism behind the benefit toward the health, what are the different yoga type in their poses, their advantage, disadvantage, and in the last, we will discuss about the yoga applications. So, already we have discussed about the Alzheimer's, effect of yoga on CVD, cardiovascular disease, and in case of CVD, there are so many studies, and very interestingly, I found a conclusory remark about this article, that is, yoga can be considered as an ancillary intervention for the general population and for the patient with increased risk of CVD. So this is the remark published in 2014, and this paper was recently 2023 related to CVD, and they have more data relevant to CVD, and in the end they exactly found everything under control by only using the yoga. So let us start with the yoga definitions. Friends, now we are going to understand the yoga definition and their meaning according to Maharishi Patanjali, Bhagavad Gita. According to Maharishi Patanjali, there is a Sanskrit slok called as the Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha, means whatever the thoughts are there, they must be controlled, and they can only be controlled by the yoga. And in the second chapter, 50th slok, Bhagavad Gita, they said, Yoga Karmashu Kaushalam, means whatever the skill and concentration you need, you can achieve only with the yoga. And the last, chapter 6, 23rd sloka, in the Bhagavad Gita, Tam Vidyad Dukha Sanjoga Vyogam Yoga Sangityam, means whatever the grief, disease, thought, bad elements are there in the body, they can be relieved fully by the practice of the yoga. So definitely we can say there is a direct linkage with the health of the yoga by affecting the mental health, by increasing the physical efficiency, by boosting the immunity and prevention of various diseases. So exactly our ancient Sanskrit books referred to the referred yoga to linked with the holistic health. Next, let us understand the pillar of yogic practice, that is asana, pranayama, and dhyana. Mindful movement is the asana that stabilizes the physical body as a whole. This is the first step. Pranayama, second step, dedicated breath work to regulate vital energy and the nervous system. This is the second step of the core triad, and third step of the core triad is dhyana, that is called the meditation to cultivate deep mental presence and awareness. So according to Yoga Sutra of Patanjali, yoga is restraint of the activity of mind. According to Bhagavad Gita, yoga is evenness of mind, chapter 2, slok number 48, and yoga is skillful in action, chapter 2 is slok number 50. Okay, so we can understand this flow chart, how they exactly impacting our organs. Exactly, yoga is affecting our emotions. Emotions controls all the activity of hypothalamus, which controls the pituitary glands, and all the pituitary glands is going to impact the organ function. So how exactly the yoga operates in betterment of health condition? They reduces inflammation. Inflammation is the sole cause of cellular stress in the cancer. Heavy inflammation you can see in various diseases, you can see heavy inflammation. So yoga directly reduces inflammation by dampening the cellular stress response. Second mechanism, lower stress decreases baseline cortisol production, which is the main cause of high stress. High cortisol release related to high stress, and there is no other mechanism to relieve or decrease the cortisol. Whatever the allopathic medicine is there, they are temporarily affecting and having so many side effects. Enhancing quality of life, so restore subjective well-being and daily. So second benefit of yoga, yoga offer holistic benefit tailored to not only the men's, not only the children's, rather than women's body. Also, there are various health problem, reproductive health problem that they are going to face, and that can be relieved by the yoga. For example, specific asana, for example, Baddha Konasana, Malasana, they are very helpful in regulating the PMS and menstrual cycles. Bone health at the end of menopause. There are eightfold path of Patanjali. According to Patanjali, there is a Astanga Yoga, which includes 3 internal parts, 5 external parts. 3 internal parts means concentration, meditation, and self-realization. Dharan, Dhyan, Samadhi. 5 external parts: Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, and Pratyahara. So, what are the different asana? Asana is also called as the body posture. Asana is the Sanskrit word for posture classification. There is meditative postures, relaxing postures, and cultural postures. So, sitting position, Padmasana and Siddhasana. These are the meditative postures, helps in meditation, improve concentration, and you can bring the mental peace by closing the eye, sitting either in the Padmasana position, Siddhasana position. Different leg position you can see in the pictures. Benefit: enhances concentration, reduces stress by reducing the cortisol, promote the inner peace. Overall benefit of asana: mental peace, physical health, mental clarity, emotional balance, and that leads to harmonious and healthy life. Relaxing posture: these asana is done in the mid or in the end of the any yogic therapeutic yoga protocol. For example, Shavasana, complete relaxing, releases tension, refresh the body and mind. And sometimes apnea patient feels deep sleep during these asana called as the Savasana or Makarasana. Cultural posture is similar to the cultural heritage practices. For example, Bhujangasana, Ushtangasana, that can be played with the music during the festivals, traditional cultural programs, and that have the dual benefit. Not only they connect the culture, improve flexibility, but builds strength and balance. So pranayama, exactly the regulation of breath. Pranayama means a pause in the movement of breath. For getting success in pranayama, perfection in practice of asana is a prerequisite. Some important practice of pranayama are Ujjayi, Brahmari, Bhastrika, and Siddhi. Benefit: regulation of breathing, gives to body lightness and turning away of the senses from material objects. It increases the spiritual power and confers cheerfulness and inner peace. Dhyana is also called as the meditation. Dhyanam nirvisham mana, that is state of mind where there are no sensory thought, is meditation. For example, sthula dhyan, contemplation of the image with the closed eyes. Sukshma dhyan, contemplation of the serpent power with the closed eyes. Jyotir dhyan, contemplation of the internally aroused light in the middle of the brain, mind, and that achieves the higher stage of meditation. Benefit: it is the meditation whereby practitioner realizes his self Though meditation is usually recognized as largely spiritual practice, it also has many health benefits. It leads to deeper level of relaxation, reduces anxiety, decreases muscle tension, and headache. Of course, these are the protocols, and this is the first step in the protocols whenever one is practicing the therapeutic yoga, starting with the pranayama, then second is dhyana, then asana, and then anything. And you can perform various body postures called asana, various gestures called as mudra, and advanced level of things are abstraction of senses, regulation of breath, and samadhi. Already we have discussed about the pranayama and meditation. So whatever the prerequisite for concentration, meditation, self-realization, that is the Hatha Yoga ensures physical health and harmony, which is the prerequisite for concentration, meditation, and self-realization. And there is a cleansing process via 6 practices that is called as the Sat Karma. Sat means 6. For example, Dhauti, Basti, Neti, Nauli, Trataka, Kapalbhati. DBNN, TK. D for Dhauti. Dhauti means cleansing the abdomen, teeth, tongue, ear. Basti, cleansing the bowel. Neti, cleansing of the nasal canal. That is related, useful in the treatment of many diseases of head and neck. Nauli, abdominal massage. By unifying and rotating abdominal rectus muscle, it intensifies the gastric fire. Trataka, gazing an object without blinking, it provides excellent vision. Kapalbhati, purification and vitalization of the frontal lobes of the head. It removes disorder of the phalange. So these are the advances of beyond the limitation. Now we can discuss the mechanism, health benefits. There are 2 yoga intervention pathway 1, pathway 2, and this protocol, this mechanism is for reducing risk of CVD, coronary vascular disease, that is also called as the atherosclerosis, hypertension. So in the pathway 1, stress is reduced, sympathetic adrenal gland system is reduced, HPA is reduced, while in the reduced condition, a lot of metabolic and psychological profile is enhanced. For example, insulin sensitivity, glucose tolerance, improved lipid profile, and decreases visceral adiposity, improved mood, sleep. And when the pathway 2 is followed, because of vagal stimulation, heart rate variability increases, barrow, flex sensitivity increases, that is attached to the BP, blood pressure, inflammatory cytokines decreases, heart rate and blood pressure decreases. So this is overall mechanism in which these yoga overall controlling the coagulation, fibrinolytic profile, reduces oxidative state, and enhances endothelial functions. So whatever you can see in the mechanism, they are exactly controlling the endocrine, nervous system, and immune system. Nervous system, if activated or controlled, then automatically you can control a lot of diseases like Alzheimer's, anxiety, depression, insomnia. You are addressing these issues. When the immune system is improved, there is inflammation, infection, allergies, pain, which can be controlled. And when cytokines, hormones starting becoming normal, then endocrine system improves. And endocrine system, if improves, the functioning of thyroid, adrenal, and gonadal is controlled properly. So proceeding to next, there are 12 yogic poses, 12 yogic point system that helps in diagnosis and health evaluation. So Triguna, the three basic qualities, Tridosha, the three humors, Trivasana, the psychological tendency, Prana, energy flow, Abhyasa, related to personal disciplines, Jiva Karma, lifestyle, Chetana, quality of thoughts, Vacha, quality of speech, Ahara, diet and food habits, Viparita Buddhi, destructive habits, Jiva, Vrittis, individual body rates, and Sankalpa, the ideal of the individual. These are the 12 points you must diagnose with the patient. What is their health condition? If the three dosa is there, remove the three dosa. Design the food according to balancing the three dosa. Ayurvedic herbs according to balancing the three dosha. Psychological tendencies are disturbing. Design the yoga, pranayama, asana according to that. How much energies flows are there? If they are blocked, then certain pranayama must be increased or decreased. Personal discipline is very important. Regularity is very important. Continuity is very important. Lifestyle means biological clock. They are related with the biological clock. If having the disturbed sleep, late night sleeping, late night working, and not waking up at early in the morning, then certainly there is a destructive habits related with the body. So what are the individual body rates? What are the destructive habits? Identify them. What are the diet and the food habits? Veg, non-veg, related with the what is the excess used in the food. For example, carbohydrate or proteins or fat, whatever. How is the speech, quality of speech, soft or hard, shouting or medium quality, or balancing quality, quality of thoughts. A person is full of emotions, excessive emotions. Certainly, they will have the excessive psychological tendencies. So, quality of thought is very important. If you are not following the dhyana, asana, pranayama, certainly there will be negativity in the quality of thoughts. Negativity in the quality of thoughts, various problem will be there. Problem with the constipation, problem of the excessive vata, problem with the excessive pitta, problem with the excessive kapha, that will be there. Quality of thoughts very important. That's why spirituality is very important. Without spirituality, without understanding the astrology, you cannot control full faith in the life. What is the full faith in life? Understanding the life, understanding the five elements of the life, understanding the tridosha of the life, vat, pitta, kapha, trivasana of the life, vasana of the life, excessive desire that is related with the tendency, energy flow, certain positive vibe, positive thinking going to enhance the energy flow. There will be blockage with the negative thoughts. As much we are thinking negative about ourselves, there will be harming tendency, destructive habits, destructive diets, destructive quality of speech, destructive quality of thoughts, destructive lifestyle will be there. So obviously, Jiva Vritti, individual body rates will be high. That is the cause of disease. Sankalpa, ideals of the disease. Personal discipline is very important in maintaining the energy flow, balancing the tridosha, balancing the trivasana. Very important. So next point, what are the yogic principle? Ahar, Achar, Vichar, Ahar, Vihar. These are the four principles. Achar means your physical activity and exercises, how much you are practicing it, which are right thoughts, right attitude toward life that is vital for well-being. Ahar, healthy nourishing diet, adequate intake of fresh water, balanced intake of fresh food, green salads, sprouts, unrefined cereals, fresh fruits, sattvic diet prepared and served with love and affection. VHR, thoughts. Ahar, diet. Achar, practicing physical activity. Bihar, relaxing activity for the mind and body. Vyavhar, how much healthy relationship, smiling relationship, positive relationships, social circle is there in your life. And that's one sitting can activate your all the glands. There are 7 chakras where you are sitting, that is called the Muladhara root chakra. Above that is the Swadhisthana or sacral chakra. And then above that Manipur or solar chakra. Above the heart Anahat or heart chakra. Above the throat Vishuddha or throat chakra. Above the eyes between the forehead, that is Agnya chakra or third eyes. And above that, that is the Sahasrara or crown chakra. So if crown chakra is activated, pineal gland is activated, Agnya chakra is activated, pituitary gland is activated, Visuddha chakra is activated, thyroid gland is activated, Anahat heart chakra is activated, thymus gland is activated, Swadhisthana chakra, Manipur chakra is activated with the adrenal glands and pancreas. If diabetes is there, certainly Swadhisthana chakra is going to be affected. Manipura chakra, it disturbs, constipation will be there, IBS will be there, piles will be there. Number of diseases related to these chakras. These are the endocrine glands. These are the hormones. These hormones are also affected by your thoughts, emotions. And we have to control our emotions and thoughts by practicing these chakras, these 7 chakras. We should know which chakra is more active, which chakra is less active. And the chakra is less active, we have to activate that chakra. We have the software to calculate these chakra, this deficiency in the energy, this calculation of the three dosha. And then we take the list of symptoms in the body. For example, if a person is suffering from the piles, certainly constipation will be there. If the diabetes, constipation will be there. These chakra disbalance. These are related with the fire. Fire, water, ether, earth, fire, water, earth, fire, water, earth, ether, sky, and air. Why? These are the 5 elements. 5 elements. Based on the 5 elements, we understand the disease. Based on the 7 chakra, we understand the disease. Based on the activation of the glands, we understand the disease. Based on the position of chakra and position of disease, we understand the disease. Based on the tridosha, based on the months, we understand the disease. Based on the diet, based on the symptom, we understand. Based on the place, based on the ease, based on the liking, based on the disliking, we understand. So this is called as the Kundali Chikitsa. We will discuss about this in great detail next week. So The definite pathway of yoga met with the following qualities. They follow the yoga practice, they follow the Shrestha Marg, Sukham Marg, salutagenesis, ease of doing, wellness, toward the wellness, toward the evolution, toward the union, toward the Advaita. If one is not practicing yoga, certainly they are following these practices called as the Bhog Mudra, Priyam Marg, a lot of dukham, pathogenesis, disease, illness, devolution, dissociation, and Dvaita. So we are changing these words by practicing the yoga. Bhog to yog means right diet, right timing, right biological clock. Not following this path, we are not disciplined in following this path. Bhog marg. We are practicing the yoga asana. We are following the biological clock. Biological clock starts from the 4 a.m. and ends exactly at 9 p.m. In between these, our Vata, Pitta, Kapha and 5 elements are activated. For example, if I'm talking about the element fire, then fire is activated between 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. So this is not the time of the breakfast. This is the Yog Marg, Shreya Marg, prayer. Prayer we are doing between 7 to 8. Shrestha Marg is that praying and then fooding. Dukham to Sukham means whenever we are performing the yoga in between 4 to 7 or 8. This is called the Yoga Marg, Shreya Marg, Sukham Marg. Salutogenesis means we are not toxicating ourselves. We are we are following the detoxification by the various pathway. Jalneti, Nauli Kriya, Neti Kriya. Various other practices are there for cleansing. That is called the salutogenesis. If we are diseased, disease means we are not feeling the comfort. The from disease to ease by following the discipline, following the right diet, following the right time, practicing the yoga from dukham to sukham, disease to ease, illness to wellness, devolution to evolution, from dissociation to union. Whatever the tamas bhojan we are taking, rajas bhojan we are taking, rajas food we are taking, they are dissociating. But if you are practicing the waste food, the path of evolution, path of union, path of Advaitam, means confidence level is very high, thought level is very high, thinking level is very high, concentration is very high, focus is very high. That is illness to wellness. That is disease to ease. That is pathogenesis to salutogenesis. That is dukham to sukham. That is priya marg to shreya marg. That is bhog marg to yog marg. That is defining pathway is yoga. So based on that, yoga therapy, therapeutic yoga is performed where integration of mind, body and spirit for clinical and personal wellness is done. And we have evidence-based exploration of ancient practices applied along with the Ayurvedic medicine, modern medicine. So yoga therapy heals three together: body, mind, and spirit. Restore function, create healing, reduce suffering, create community. Restore function, create healing, again reduce suffering. This is called the yoga therapy. So understand cause of disease. That is a new course of science which is not taught anywhere except these days who are following the yoga therapy or yoga therapy. What is the disease? Dis-ease, uncomfort, Dvaitam, duality, dichotomy, Tridosha, Tridosha, Vatpittaka, Tridosha, Dvadas Prana and their balance, Yoga Vasishtha, psychosomatic, non-psychosomatic disorder, somatopsychic disorder. So this is the yoga path. Understanding the disease. And yoga therapy divide our complete human body into the 5 parts. And they found that root cause of illness is through less in physical activity, less energy, less mental workout, less wisdom, less base layers. Mind body harmony. When there is a uncontrolled linkage between the body movement, body breathing, and if there is a complete balance between the body moving and breathe, that is called the mind body harmony. And they reduces stress hormones like cortisol and balance the nervous system. What is the lifestyle integration? There is a various chronic condition like hypertension, back pain, anxiety. How will you control without medicine? That is the concept of holistic yoga therapy. Without medicine, you have to control. You have to understand the root cause of disease. You have to reduce the level of stress hormone, that is cortisol. You have to balance the nervous system, their synchronization, their control, parasympathetic, non-sympathetic nervous system. And if you are integrating the lifestyle habit, discipline, understanding the complete 5 elements, their exact timing, biological clock, and certainly you are going to treat chronic condition like hypertension, back pain, anxiety through non-pharmacological self-care. So this is the kosha: physical body, energy body, mental body, wisdom body, bliss body. Anandamay kosha, bliss body, where everything is fine. Vijnanamay kosha, wisdom body. Manomaya kosha, mental body. Pranamaya kosha, energy body. How the energy is going to feel? Start with the bliss. If you are blessed, have more wisdom, have more mental performance, have more energy, and then overall the complete physical body. And all these layers form pure consciousness. Outside is called the aura, bliss body. Second is the intellectual body. Third is the emotional body. Fourth one is the breathe body. And last one is the physical body. Annamaya kosha, physical body. Anandamaya is outside. Anandmaya, bliss body. Physical body in the first layer. Outside is the bliss body. In between is intellectual, emotional, breathe body. So we have to understand that these are the barriers which stops any disease to happen. If you are not performing the yoga, not performing the pranayama, you are not performing the asana, we are breaking these, how many walls? 5 walls. 5 walls are there. Most inner wall, physical body activity. Without physical body activity, you cannot create a annamaya kosha. Kosha means cells, covering, Breathe body. Without pranayam, you cannot activate your energies. Breathe body. Emotional body. Balance emotion should be there. That is a kind of layer. Intellectual thinking, right decision, disciplined body. All this part of intellectual. You are disciplined, very less mistake you will do, and you will live happy life. If you are not emotionally disbalanced, no hormonal level will be disbalanced and nothing will happen to you. If certainly emotional breakdown is there, then you can see this layer is going to broken. And if you are also breaking the breath body, then second one more layer gone. And if you are not practicing or improving your physical body and namekosha, then certainly you are going to be disease. So you have not to be disease. If you want not to get a disease, then you have to build these 5 layers from physical body to this body. Intellectual body, emotional body, breath body. You have to practice daily. You have to make this layer daily. You have to create this layer. 7 chakra. If 7 chakra is activated, the aura, first aura is formed. That is called the physical body. Most of the people are diseased because of these weak auras. Weak aura of physical body, weak aura of breath body, weak aura of emotional body, weak aura of intellectual body, weak aura of bliss body. You have to understand. This is the secret of happy life. 6 branches of yoga: Hatha yoga, Bhakti yoga, Jnana yoga, Raj yoga, Karma yoga, Tantra yoga, Pranayama, Chandravedi pranayama, Chandra Nadi pranayama. Chandra Nadi pranayama are not performing. These are weak. Chandra Nadi is weak. You are getting migraine. You have to reduce the sympathetic overactivity that will help in reducing the migraine. That is activating the Savitri Nadi. Nadi Shuddhi program is there. We are performing it. We are giving the videos to people suffering from the migraine and various tridosha. Anulom Vilom is also part of pranayama. Brahmari is part of pranayama. Excellent practice to reduce this. Do the Brahmari daily. Do Anulom Vilom daily. Do Nadi Shuddhi program daily. You are creating a layer outside. Pranayama more suited to those people who are very anxious, very distressed, and feeling migraine. That is Sitali and Sitkari. That also produce sense of relaxation. So, what is the benefit of yoga? The benefit of yoga, purposeful healing, is psychological reconditioning, development of appropriate attitude such as yam niyam, chatur bhavana, and pratipaksh bhavana. Chatur bhavana, 4 pillar of emotion. Yam niyam, discipline, disciplined behavior, disciplined yoga, disciplined practice of pranayama, pratipaksh bhavana. This is essential. If you want to control the stress in the corporate sector, in the student's life, in the business life, everyone is feeling a lot of stress. And there is a protocol. You cannot do the yoga directly. You have to take the help of mentors. Otherwise, everything you are going to lose in one shot. You can break all those 5 layers we have discussed. So we have to, what is our target? We have to build the 5 layers. 5 layers is the pillar of the health. If 5 layer is gone, and if your 7 chakra is disturbed, sacral chakra is disturbed, Agya chakra is disturbed, certainly you are going to feel a lot of stress. A lot of cortisol will be there. So counseling means controlling the emotions. And then there is a loosening technique, performing various asanas suitable for them, suitable according to the patient. Postures, doing the postures. Many people sit idle. They are not performing any activity. They are feeling hard. Their body is not smooth. Their body is not soft. Every movement is like standing on the Mount Everest, running on the Mount Everest, going on the Mount Everest. Asana is difficult. Why? Posture is difficult. So this need disciplines, continuity, practicing, following the gurus, taking the direction from the gurus. A lot of people worldwide, a lot of intellectual people is understanding. Understanding is very important. You have to align your sentiment with these protocols, loosening techniques, following the postures, following the systematic kriyas during the breathing, body coordination movement, and the pranayama. Pranayama, activating the pran, activating the life via the breathing. Why we are controlling breathing? This breathing is balancing our energy. Energy harmonizing technique, energy healing technique. It's a possible via breathing, possible via prana. It's a possible via kriyas. It's possible via asanas. Possible via losing techniques. Stress management is very simple. So normalize metabolic activity if you are feeling hard, feeling stress, feeling a lot of discomfort in stomach. There's a lot of constipation. Perform the Surya Namaskara daily. Perform selective asana, selective kriyas, and pranayama, and then feel better. And daily, if you are very healthy, gaining the weight, perform the Bhujangasana, Parvatasana, Naukasana, Trikodasana, Pavanmuktasana. How to perform them? Practice yoga, practice yoga, practice yoga. Daily practice yoga. You are going in the field, you are running a 2.5 kilometer, 5 kilometer, no matter. This is not the balancing activity. You have to perform the yoga first and then you can go to the field. You can perform the Nadi Shodhan, Chandra Nadi, then you can go to the walking. There must be a perfect routine to follow. These are the scientific evidences that shows practicing yoga daily decreases cortisol level, hypothalamic pituitary adrenal, that is HPA, hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis activity, increases GABA activity, diminishes allostatic load that helps in epilepsy. You can improve the epilepsy. You can increase the GABA. And if GABA is a kind of neurotransmitter. It's a neurotransmitter. It's very less releases in the epilepsy. You can improve the epilepsy problem by increasing the GABA, by increasing the HPA activity because of practicing various kind of yoga, asana, kriyas. Practice yoga, perform the yoga, perform the asana, perform the pranayama daily, daily, daily. Follow the routine. Don't be late. If you are late, chronic pain will be there, anxiety will be there, stress will be there, depression will be there. How you can reduce all this? By practice. Huh? Yes. Yoga, yoga is very important. You cannot run away from the yoga because yoga से ही सब होगा. Means if yoga is there, everything is there. You can enjoy the life. You can digest your food. You can enjoy the taste. You can enjoy the various food because if digestion is difficult, you have to stop the eating. You have to take the break. And during this break, take amply of water. Improve the oxygen level because if you are not performing breathing, asana, pranayama, yoga, gesture, posture, certainly you are not going to improve oxygen supply. And if oxygen supply is damaged, there will be difficult cellular metabolism. Then what will happen? A lot of constipation, a lot of piles, lot of digestive issue, lot of problems, discomfort, pain. How to control? Control them via meditation. Control them via breathing practices. Control them by loosening practices, loosening yoga practices. Control them by detoxifying your body by various procedures I have discussed. See this video again. Take the slide. Watch again. If you are in the problem, contact contact me from morning 8 o'clock to 12 p.m. night as per Indian time. I am giving my service. Some are paid, some are certainly. Yogic posture are very important. One wrong posture without guide can disturb your all the hormones. And if hormone balance gone, you can see a lot of problem. There are various names to these diseases. This is if you are performing correct yoga posture, you are removing the dis, finding the from illness to wellness, from bhoga to yoga. योगा से ही होगा, आसना से ही होगा, ब्रीदिंग से ही होगा. So, right posture, right breathing alignment, very important. Right kind of asana is very important. So, yoga improves respiratory health also. And once again, I can repeat you, Satkarma. 7 detox cleansing practices. Satkarma. Satkarma, sorry, 6 cleansing practices. नेति धौति बस्ती त्राटक कपाल भाती नवली. And the last one is Kunjal, Navli, Kapal Bhati, Agnishala, Shankh Prakshal, Shankh Prakshal. Neti, passing the water through nose, through one nose and then other side is the exit side. Input, output is different nose. Dhauti, vomiting, kind of vomiting. Basti, cleansing the bowel. Trataka, improving the eyesight by constantly watching a lampening light. Kapalbhati, yogasana, pranayama, sadhana, mental activity with closed eyes, collecting the energies. This is sadhana. Part of spirituality, part of yoga, part of cleansing. What we are cleansing, whatever the apan vayu is there, wrong kind of vayu is there, we are going to clean them. So Yoga Nidra, in the end of every yoga practice, we are performing the Yoga Nidra because it's a must. It have 10th benefit, 10 total 10 benefit. First, relieving muscular, emotional, mental tension. Yoga Nidra relaxes the mind by relieving stress and anxiety. It treats insomnia, psychological disorder, and psychosomatic disease. It trains the mind and helps in enhancing memory, increasing learning capacity. Yogic sleep also results in increased energy level. It heals endocrine imbalances and ensures optimal functioning of the endocrine system. Yoga Nidra not only detoxify the body but also clear up subconscious mind. Note that. 7th point is very important. Clearing up the subconscious mind. Many times what happens? We are listening very carefully to those who are not important in our life, who are toxicating our life, who are full of negative energy. So, this is the detoxification of the subconscious mind. Subconscious mind is the not the storehouse. This is the kachara house. It pick up all that nonsense around the life and keeps storing it for the longer time. And it disturbs sleeps. It disturbs emotional. It disturbs mind. It disturbs learning capacity. It disturbs memory. It disturbs sleep, creates insomnia, creates a psychological disorder, creates a psychosomatic disease. Yoga Nidra not only detoxify the body but also clear up subconscious. It improves creativity if you are performing. It improves senses. It improves the memory. It improves the sensitivity. It improves the body awareness. It restores the mind and body and leads to restructuring of the whole personality. You are getting lighted. Just practices. Relax deeply. Detox deeply. This is the formula of healing completely. Purposeful healing. So friends, if you have problem, don't feel shy. Contact me. I'm available for your service. I left everything. I'm dedicated my whole life for betterment of health, betterment of mind, betterment of positivity, betterment of thinking. So people think I'll learn a lot of things. No, no. For example, allopathy doctors, allopathy courses divide the whole body into different parts. Only Ayurveda think is as holistic. There is no separate mind, body, and soul. All these are one. And if you are correcting one, you are correcting all. And not to work on different organs. Thyroid is not separate from the brain. Thought, emotions, diets, a lot of factors are affecting. Okay, so I think this is the last slide, means 5 or 10 minutes more. We'll learn how many poses are there. Some poses related to standing, some poses are related to sitting, some poses related to lying. We have to classify and we have to remember the name. What is the name of what poses? How to perform correctly. Paschimottanasana, sitting. Bhujanganasana, lying. Urdhva Sarvangasana, lying. Halasana, lying. Ustasana, half standing, half sitting. Dhanurasana, sleeping. Like bow, like Dhanurasana. Dhanura. Shalabhasana, Karnapirasana, not only six, a lot of asana. Chakrasana, Janusirsasana, Trikonasana, Matsasyasana, Mayurasana, Gomukhasana, Ardhamatendrasana, Bhadrasana, Baddha Padmasana, Sisasana, Savasana, Uttanpadasana, Padmasana. Padmasana, lotus posture. Ushtasana, camel posture. Savasana, calf posture. Trataka, this is performed like this. Sit in dark place, very calm, peaceful, without blinking your without blinking. You have to see the constantly this light. Standing position asana. Standing asana very good for liver, kidney, spleen, knees, spine. Kati chakra asana very good for relieving the constipation, spine, waist. And Kati chakra asana you can see standing position, then take twist right, twist left, and then repeat. Very good for digestion, posture, body balance, pain, stiffness, blood circulation, reducing stress, fatigue, spine waist. And precaution are there. You must read the precaution well. Don't miss these precautions. Avoid in case of severe back pain, hernia, recent abdominal surgery, pregnant women should not perform this asana. Most of the asana is restricted to the pregnant women, injured people, surgery people, and intense doing is also not permitted. This is the chakrasana. If a menopause problem, you can perform daily, you can see the changes. Talasana. Talasana. Activate the entire nerve system. Beneficial for those children who wants to increase their height. Cure the problems related to indigestion, give strength to arms, legs, help to remove lethargy from body. It is a problem of flat feet, contradiction, low body pressure. People should not do it. Causes dizziness sometimes. Pregnant women must keep away. Ushtrasana standing, Uttarasana, camel pose. Sitting position, Paschimottanasana. Calm the mind, improve the digestion, relieve constipation, help reducing belly fat, improve blood circulation, overall activity. Ardhyamattasana, relief, sciatica, back pain, menstrual discomfort. Note down. Good for stimulating heart, kidney, liver, lungs. Buddha Konasana already discussed. Best for sciatica pain. It prevents hernia. If you are doing Buddha Konasana, there is very less chance of hernia. Practice regularly. It leaves pain, it leaves heaviness in testicle, prostate problem can be avoided by Buddha Konasana. Prostate. Because sitting position you can see. This asana is very beneficial for lumbar region, flat feet. See the picture. If you are having high blood pressure, you can control immediately with the Buddha Konasana. If you have the infertility, low sperm count, asthma, perform this Buddha Konasana. Be careful. If you are suffering from any disease like cardiac problem or high blood pressure. Be slow and careful. Be slow and careful. So this is butterfly pose, Buddha Konasana, as we have discussed. Sitali Pranayama, Brahmari Pranayama, sleeping position Pranayama, Uttan Padasana, best for back pain, gas problem, acidity, arthritis, pain heart problem, waist pain, abdominal region pain, hip, thighs, lot of benefit. If you want to lose weight, do this for 30 days and see the results. Good for diabetic patient. Do this regularly for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. See the sugar level. Improve the function of digestion. Remove gases from intestine. Uttan Padasana. Very good. Setu Bandhasana. Breeze pose. Very good for improving the blood circulation, enhance digestion, relieve stress, anxiety, fatigue, calm mind, promote relaxation, and very good for back pain, hip, thighs, muscles, enhancing the lung, chest capacity, improve thyroid gland, and improve hormonal balance. Bhujangasana, flexibility of the spine, bone, back areas, neck, cervical, shoulder, arms, everything going to be flexible. It gets power, improve posture and reduce stiffness. Bhujangasana, spinal relief, organ stimulation, wellness balance, core conditioning, enhance flexibility. Anantasana, weight management, spine leg flexibility, torso strength. Paripurnasana, glandular active, various prostate glands, very good for prostate glands. Weak kidneys, intestine, thyroids. See the posture. They strengthen the spine, hip, flexor, abdominal muscle. Body, mind, helping us better. Anumittasana, improve posture, shoulder, chest, upper arm, abdomen, back, legs, open chest, strengthen the lower back, remove tightness in shoulder and hips, frozen shoulder. This is very good. If you have problem in your shoulder, hips, Natarajasana, very good for leg, hips, ankles, chest, help reduce weight, stretch the thighs, groin, abdominal organ, improve posture and your balance, improve digestive system, good for improving concentration, releases stress and calm. Upaviskonasana, calms nervous system, relieves sciatic pain, very good posture. Ardhamadasana, energize and stretch backbone, spine flexibility, kidney, liver, spleen, lung, open the neck, hips, shoulder, relieve fatigue, sciatica, backache, menstrual, clean the internal organs. Dhanuras, magnetic pose for energetic portion. Bow pose also helps in reducing fat, actually, very areas. Dhanurasana strengthens the back and abdomen at the same time. Keep you active and energetic. Beneficial to all those people who want to active themselves. In the cancer treatment, yoga is found very beneficial. Improves cellular oxygenation via pranayama, restore the depleted energy, restore the physical stamina, break the very cycle of activity inducing weakness, combating treatment related fatigue. So, cancer, mitigating the sleep disturbance, very good. Chronic conditions, very effective. Metabolic and cardiovascular optimization, very good. Improving insulin sensitivity, of course, reduces visceral fat accumulation that drive metabolic dysfunction, help lower resting blood sugar level naturally over time. Muscular contraction during asanas enhances glucose uptake, and that's why controlling the overall diabetes to metabolism by reducing the fluctuating sugar level, reduces stress-induced hepatic glucose output, cortisol spikes. Cardiovascular benefit, lowers resting heart rate, reducing workload on the myocardium, induces systemic vasodilation through slow deep breathing. So a lot of things we can do by understanding all these yogasana, how they works, Sukshmasana, Griva Shakti Asana, butterfly pose asana. Butterfly pose, it's not good for sciatica. If you have sciatica, sciatica will be increased, enhanced. Practice for migraines, breathing exercise sometime. If you're not performing perfectly, they can trigger migraine. So follow the regular practice as shown in the diagram. First, second, warm up is very essential before starting the exercise. Start from the hands exercise, ankle stretch, leg raise with breathing, slow breathing, then fast breathing. Warm up is very essential. Warm up of finger, warm up of wrist, warm up of elbow, warm up of shoulder, warm up of neck. Warm up is essential. Pranayama is essential. Pranayama is essential or, in the form of Nadi Shuddhi, in the form of Brahmari, in the form of Sitari. If you are having the migraine, for migraine, this pranayama. Asana, what asana you have to follow during the migraine? There are some patients of migraines whom I am guiding. For them, this slide will be very beneficial. Padhastasana, Ardha Chakrasana, Paschimottasana, Setu Bandhasana, Bhej Bhujangasana, Vakrasana, spinal twist pose. This is very important. These all stress are for lower back pain, child pose, knee to chest pose, piriformis stress, pelvic tilt, yoga poses for digestive discomfort, cat cow, supine twist, downer facing, bridge pose, child pose, extended puppy pose. So this is the end, but certainly we are going to learn a lot of things. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Om Shiva.